Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. If you're looking for one more trade to add to your morning session that fits perfectly with my morning oil strategy, this is the one. Stay tuned right after the intro, and I'm going to get into the details of this awesome scalping strategy that you can use. As always, nothing that I state on this channel is financial advice. Trading futures is risky business. Any capital that you put out there is at risk. With that being said, let's get into this strategy that I think is just it's awesome. If you guys follow if you guys have followed my channel and you guys learned about my morning oil trade that I take every single morning as long as there is a setup, you guys are going to love this trade that I have in gold. That's why I call it the golden trade. This thing is just pure genius. It's simple. It's even more simple than my oil strategy, and this thing just works. As you guys know, the one thing that I think I have changed in my trading strategy and psychology has been to go from a discretionary type of trader, meaning I was looking at a chart and I think it's going to bounce off that supply or demand zone. I'm looking at VWAP. I'm looking at volume. There's a ton of ways to trade, and a lot of those ways to trade are awesome. People are great at them. I wasn't. All it caused me to do was overtrade, revenge trade. I would get into a trade and it didn't go my way. Well, the next trade I had to make up for that trade. And if I didn't make up for it, I just had to go on again. I'd go in with bigger size. It was a losing strategy for me for over 2 years. The one thing that has changed is that now I trade with rules. I trade with time conditions, meaning that there is specific times that I'm looking to take my trades. That has changed everything in my trade. I mean, I've gone from being a shitty trader that was consistently losing money to a trader that is now consistently in the green. Join my Discord. There's a free link in my description. See the 700 members that are in there in a matter of like 2 to 3 weeks that every morning are trading this strategy. They're trading my oil strategy and they're winning. It's a beautiful thing to watch, and it's so simple to do. That's the beauty of it. So, without further ado, let's get into the strategy. As you guys know, especially if you follow my morning oil strategy, this thing is just going to be super easy for you to understand. This is gold, okay? And the session that I have found through my back testing that this strategy works really well in is from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. So if you're in New York or if you're in Pacific Time, make the adjustment on your chart to what I am telling you. 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. If you'd like this colored box, just go into TradingView, go into indicators, type in custom session. Honestly, any session indicator that you grab, you'll be able to make a nice colored background. And this helps me because I've got 13 charts up, and this helps me understand what exactly I'm looking at for and when I'm looking for it. The next thing that I'm looking for, very simple inside bar right here. Now, the inside bar that I am looking for, so those of you that understand what an inside bar is, it is a bar that closes within the body and wick of the previous candle. Now, there's a few variations to an inside bar. If the bar has an exact high and an exact low of the previous bar, I also consider that to be an inside bar. It fits perfectly with my strategy. What we're looking for is we're looking for indecision in the market, and for that decision to be thrusted in one way or the other. I am looking for that temporary momentum that is going to get me to my take profit. That's it. It's very simple strategy. So we already know rule number 1, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Very simple. We're trading gold. Second rule, we are looking for an inside bar. I've got this as an indicator. If you're in TradingView, you just type in inside bar. Highly recommend this inside bar V2. It colors the bars orange in this case, and it fits exactly what I am telling you as far as what type of inside bar I'm looking for. Now, if this inside bar forms between 8 a.m. and 8:05, this bar right here, no trade. There is no trade on. As you guys know, I use the bar to the left as my source candle, and I use that for my stop loss. Because that candle is pre-session, I do not use it. If I'm just going to say this one more time, if the candle opens at 8 a.m. and closes at 8:05, and it is an inside candle, there is no trade yet. Okay, we've gotten past that piece. Now, here, perfect example. Today is November 21st. Today is November 21st. If you guys are familiar with my oil trade, very similar. We're going to take a long at the top of the inside candle and a short at the bottom of the inside candle. Okay? In today's case, you can play this in your market replay, whatever you want to do. Today, this thing broke to the upside, had a pullback, continued up for our full take profit. Now you're going to say, Rob, what's my profit? What's my stop loss? It's the easiest thing in the world. I go 1-to-1 on my risk to reward. It's the same exact trade every single time. Don't deviate from it. If you get nervous in a trade where you're constantly cutting your winners but taking your full losers, take a look at your size. Take a look at your position size, and I'll bet you anything that it's your position size that is making you nervous. Get to a position size where you say, I'm taking this trade to full take profit or full stop loss because I have confidence in the strategy. I have confidence in my backtesting ability, meaning your backtesting ability. I've already backtested it. Don't take anything don't take anything from a YouTuber that's telling you a strategy. Backtest this thing. See if what I'm telling you is working out. In the commodities market, I backtest 60 days. People are going to come on the channel and give me in the comments, what's your backtesting for a year? Guess what, guys? The commodities market is changing monthly. Gold is ripping. Oil's ripping. You gotta move with what the market is giving you. Backtest it. I'm giving you some fundamental strategy ideas that you can take not only in this market, but expand it to others. Because guess what? In my Discord, people started backtesting this gold strategy. And they're like, you know what, we got something here. And guess what? We do have something here. And it's very simple. You take your inside bar. Once it forms, you're going to put a long order at the top of your inside bar. You're going to put a short order at the bottom of your inside bar. The next candle will decide if it goes long or if it goes short. Price action. Price action will decide where this is going to go. This morning, it went to the long. So our order is at the top of this candle. Now, what's our stop loss? Very simple. We go to the, in this case, since we're going long, we go to the bottom of our source candle, which is the candle to the left of the inside bar. Right here. Just so I bring it out here so you can see it. This bottom, which is 21 ticks. Okay. 21 ticks of risk is what we're looking for, or is what we don't want to hit. What are we looking for? 21 ticks of profit. Bring this down to 21. Do we have a winner? We absolutely had a winner. I took this trade this morning, got a winner. Let's go to the next example. Let's go to the 20th. Yesterday. Okay. This is the reason why I love doing these videos, because it just explains so many different questions that I start to get in the comments and I start to get in my Discord. First candle I should say in session 1, actually in the only session, because we only have one session in gold. Oil is 2 sessions. First candle, inside bar. Do we take it? We do not. We do not, because it would use the source candle, would be the candle to the left, and that is pre-session. That is not fitting in our strategy rules. So then the next candle, we have a trade. You would put your long order at the top of the candle, and you would put a short order at the bottom of the candle. Very simple. And you let price action decide which way it's going to go. I'm not looking at supply and demand. I'm not looking at resistance. I'm not looking at any other indicator besides price action. I see some indecision in the market, and I want to see that thrust one way or the other. Which way do we get it on this morning of the 20th of November? We obviously get a short. Sets up as a short. Let's grab our short here. Bottom of our candle. That's where our entry is going to be. Our risk is right at our source candle, which is actually an inside bar right here. Let's move this over so I can see. 14 ticks. We are looking for 14 ticks of profit. 1 to 1, that's all I'm looking for. If you want to back test 1 to 1.5, 1 to 2, you're free to do that. Do whatever is going to work for you, but in my back testing, 1 to 1 is the way to go with this strategy. Let's go to the next day. All right, we're Friday, November 17th. Let's see what happens here. Another great learner right here. Is this a valid trade? Opens at 8:05, closes at 8:10. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now, where does our entries go? Our long entry goes at the top of the inside bar, and our short entry goes at the bottom of our inside bar. Now we just wait for price action to decide where it wants to go. Which way did it want to go? wanted to go to the short. No problem. Let's get these out of here. Let's put a short entry right here. Where does our stop loss go? It goes to the top of our source candle, which is the candle right to the left of it. 16 ticks. And let's look for 16 ticks. Do we get full take profit? We take full take profit. Here's another rule. We're only taking one trade per session. That's it. One trade per session. Okay, we got that part. Let's go on to the next day. All right. What do we have here now? Second candle, 805 to 810. Are we in a trade? Yes, we are. Fits our rules. We get an inside bar. This would, I assume, would have gotten us going into a long. So let's see, and let's take a look and see what happens here on this day. Our risk is at the bottom of our source, which is 21 ticks. And we are looking for 21 ticks. Full take profit. Let's go to the next day. Here we go. Wednesday, 11:15. Do we get a trade? Inside bar is the last candle. No trade. It's a condition. You know why it's a condition? Because we would then be going long or short between 9 and 9:05, which is outside of our space. Does this trade work? Absolutely. It absolutely works. Let's go to the next day. Another good example. November 14th. Just day by day by day. Do we have a trade here? But Rob, I've been looking at the charts for an entire hour. I didn't get a trade. Yeah, guess what? You didn't get a trade. That's what I like. I don't like the conditions of just looking at a chart and just being all let's go short or long just because I'm looking at a chart. I like the fact that the condition here says, you know what? We don't have a trade. No problem. Let's go to the next day. Okay, what do we got here now? This looks like an interesting one. Hopefully this is right off the bat. This one to me is going to look like a loser, which is great because I like all of my strategies to show some losers. Inside bar, 805 to 810 fits my time condition. Inside bar, we got to go. Which way does price action move to? Moves to the short. No problem. Our risk is going to be right at the top of the source candle. We're looking for 15 ticks. If I bring this up to 15 ticks, do we take a loss? We take a loss right there. We're out. No problem. Okay. So we have here an inside bar formed at 7:55 in the morning. Candle closed at 8 a.m. Is this a trade? Absolutely not. Even if this candle was a inside bar, no trade. Here we do. Here we get a trade. Okay, so we've got a long order at the top of the candle. We have a short order at the bottom of the candle. Which way does price action go? Goes to the short. Let's put our tool here to see what our risk is going to be. Top of our source candle right here gives us 16 ticks. 16 ticks is what we're looking for. Full take profit. Guys, back test this thing for yourself. If you're looking for one extra trade to add to your morning session, I mean, add this thing to oil. That's what I started doing. I got one trade now that I'm looking for in gold. I have 2 trades that I'm looking for in oil. It's a systematic approach where you don't have to guess the market anymore. I'm telling you guys, just take a look at it, and if what I'm saying is relating to you in any way, please like the video, leave me a comment below on what you think, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord. I mean, the Discord, I just can't tell you at the amount of just beautiful people that are in there helping traders, and that is ultimately what I would like to do. Happy trading, everyone.